Make sure we are live. Looks like we're live. Let me verify. Must always verify when it comes to the internets. And we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream here on a thirsty Thursday. Yarrrr! Welcome me, matey. Yarrrr, who be coming to join me as me do the Swgoh with your Admiral Commodore Redbeard Ranger, the Sweven fleet of the Sweven Seas on the SMS Ranger's Ranch. Yarrrr, who be joining me pirate crew and filling me booty today. Yarrrr, shout out there on the poop deck if you be part of me piratey crew. Arr. Good to see you guys on a Thirsty Thursday. It's slow Thirsty Thursday. I'm slow. Play a little slow. A little slow. Not much going on. Sort of. Yeah. I think so. But welcome. Excuse me. I think I just swallowed a poop dick there. Oh. But welcome to the Archie Lunch Hour stream, the stream we do every day at this time, and hang out with you wonderful, amazing, hardworking folk out there, and bring you something fun and entertaining to listen to and or watch as we do stuff in the game Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah. I am just making some purchases as a tradition, and building up my war chest. And yeah, so you know the deal is an interactive stream. Give your greetings, say hi to me, say hi to all the other skewers. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, anything like that, get those in the game, and we'll shout you out. You like doing that here? I think check with anything good in the monster. I mean, that's not bad. I'll get that. That does have tenacity, so I'm going to get that just to see on the off chance that we get it. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. It's only 3 and 4 speed. For money is never worth it. And then even everything there. Green Arena will take those, of course. And then convert that. Datacrons. I want reroll mats out the game. Needing more than anything. Yes, yes. Good, good. Yes, yes. All right. So, yeah. What am I getting tagged on here? Scribbles! You put out a video again? How many videos are you going to put out? Sector 5. I was right. It is Sector 5. I know that man's schedule. I should after the many, many, many years of our friendship. Oh, I've got, go up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Oh, we already got. Looks like someone be trying to be joining me, piratey crew. Let's be doing the shout outs of all these dill snitches trying to join me crew. Let's see if they've got what it takes. Yarr. Saul joins us. Says good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Saul. Good to see you. He definitely has a piratey look to him. A nice, fine hair, cut of hair, and a fine beard. Yarr. Lord Megatron says yarr, yarr indeed. I only let the Decepticons on me ship so they can use their advanced technology weaponry. Yarr. When I'm doing a broadside, it's nothing like having Megatron's cannon to fire once at the ship and we be going to plunder the booty. Yarr. Roar joins us, says hey, roar. What's up, buddy? Right, what was I doing? Oh, we had some mod depression, of course. Coliseum battle. Oh God. I guess. You know, I'm just going to put this on auto because I don't care. Here, do whatever you like, kids. Yeah, you guys see what you can beat my high score. I got 1.2 million. See if you can beat AI. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. What the squad doesn't know is we secretly replaced their Coliseum battle with Folger's Crystals. Finished up GLAT last night. Yeah, I saw that. I'm very happy for you, brother. That's a hell of a farm. Glad with those Relic 9s and stuff is a tough one, but you've done good work. You've done good work there, laddie. Done fine work. Fine work from there, yes. Well, they're not doing bad, but I don't think they're going to hit the mark here. Let's see if they can beat my score. Oh, doing the Lord's work here. We're not doing too schwabbity. But if he gets another big hit in, we could be in trouble. We need a heal. I haven't done a heal yet. Oh, there it is. Wow. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Well, we'll see what happens. But once he gets angry, he's going to start one-shotting the shit out of things. Like that. There it goes. And thus negating the possibility of me even anything nice. There it is. Yeah. Not bad, 937,000, but not as good as I could do. This and that and that and the other. Saul, we're closing in on getting 9 stars on day 3 of TV. Very nice, Saul. I like hearing that. I know it's not this TB. I know Maddie, my guild leader, had put out that we are going to be not this one, but the one after. Because with the conquest and everything, he's like, we'll wait till after this one with Satil on the conquest. We'll do the TB afterwards, where it won't be on conquest, where we can focus on going for much higher stars. He didn't want to push it with the Satil Sean conquest coming out and everything else. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's why he's our guild leader. He's the big brain of the operation. Although he's not, he be lower rank on me part ship. He be running his own ship. Yarrrr. All right. We'll do some mod depression here in a second. I'm just checking on my day list here. Complete challenge. All right, twist my arm. I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it. So last night, we did get to Sector 4, as I promised. And then, it's done. Yes, good. So yeah, so we got to Sector 4. Actually, I'm in Sector 5, but we got to the node in Sector 4. I will start farming the shit out of stuff. I've already been re-rolling some of these. This one's up and ready to go. Could roll some of the stats here. I probably will. I don't need to do anything else for this. But I need mats, so I won't be able to do any of those. But we can re-roll some of these for, like, say, armor penetration or something. I'll keep the potency and protection, but I would like to get some armor penetration on these. Actually, that protection at 9.4 is pretty good. So we'll add some stuff to these specific ones. What is this? A droid one? Oh, it's bounty hunter, but do I care? An extra mod. And let's see. We may re-roll that. I am working on, what is this? This is just droid allies. So yeah, I need to get some more today. I do want a Yuang mod. So we'll see if we get that today. And then I'll re-roll the level 3 and the level 6. Although that's pretty good. I think 2% enemy is not a bad one for the light side for the alignment level 3. The 75-50-25 would actually be better. Because if I'm going to go Huang with a tank crawl, if I get Huang, then I will change this and roll this up. If not, I'll just leave this as is for whatever droid it is. So yeah. So we'll be re-roll it once we get everything up and running. So there's no rush on it. I just want to get these to level 9. We do have the one I wanted with Fennec, but there's some more bounty hunter ones I want. So this one will definitely be a bounty hunter one that I want. Or not that one. Where's the level set? This one's 7. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get all this up and running and rolling. Guilds are going to get a decent jump in GP when all these marquee tunes hit our roster. We just hit 710. I don't even know where we're at. Are we? There's guilds. We are currently at 690. So yeah, be a nice little bump. What do we have in our guild? We're missing one. Like, are we missing somebody? Yeah, we need somebody. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought we had more than that. But yes, these characters in a couple weeks, which will be during that TV, will be really nice. With all these characters coming in, definitely help the GP. So, you know, we'll get all this up and running. It'll be a nice little bump in GP. I agree with you, Saul. Smart one. I am the potato head. Math. Ugh. Adding 2 arrows here. Let's see what we can get. Unless this hits major speed, it's going the way of the dodo. Actually, that hit 7.1. That is a really nice mod. That hit a 6.2. Ah, we're keeping that one, man. It's defense and it's got tenacity. The flat stats I'm not so for, but a tenacity with tenacity that you can use as defense with some add additional. If I can get it even to the 20s, that is a fantastic arrow. We're gonna. I am not selling that. That was one thing I was looking for, either that or that. Now this one's offense. We're looking just for speed. If it doesn't hit any speed, we're just done with it. Okay, it got to double digits. That's a keeper too, because it is an offensive arrow. Doesn't have some flat offense, but right. But as long as the speed maintains, yeah, that'll go bump up into better stats. Yeah, that's not bad either. Okay, not bad. I mean, not what we were looking for perfectly, but we will take that. That works out deliciously. All right. So, hello, lurkers over in YouTube. Hello, all the homies on Twitch. I'm just going through and doing the necessary things and stuff and things. I'll buy something here. Well, you know what? Do some more of those. That I do know on our Quest episode track, we got wait 37K. Did that say 37K? Okay, I may need to spend a little bit more than I thought. Okay. Shit. Eh? You know what we could do is just ignore that part of that. It'll leave a little red tick, but ignore that and just keep going. Spend what we have next week and then just pop all that at once, because we will have FTC, so that'll make sense. Just maintain around 100,000. Yeah, I think it was. It's not going anywhere. Turd Ferguson. Funny name. Says, hello there. Hello there. Good to see you, Turd. All right. Did I get everything? We did mod depression, we did all the stuff. I'm gonna let my conquest energy build, and then I will pop that later today, and then we'll get a bunch of materials to get these crons up. Probably gonna do about 10 to 12 of these. I'm not going too hard into them. I'll do 10 to 12. There's like 4. I think we were looking at the characters. I think like 1 for Fennec, 1 for Huang Zuckus would be good. We'll do 1 for Chopper, 1 for C3PO, and then that's it. The rest of these are nice, but they're not needed. So, and the rest will just have the level 3s and 6s and whatever stats we can get. So yeah. And then next week, Tuesday, will be the big day. We'll pop Vader. We'll get him and everybody else to 85. We'll have to wait till we get him 7 stars, but we'll be able to do the next tier next Tuesday of the mall event. Get him to 6. Then the week after that, when we get Vader to 7, along with his level 85, and these guys at 85, then he'll be. We'll do the unlock of mall. So we'll have all that done. Turd Ferguson has got me generator going last night. Bring on the ice. I'm built for this shit. That's right. Mother Nature may be a fickle mistress, but we are a better lover. We can take whatever she dishes out. All right, so that. Yeah, we did our Coliseum battle. Have another one. For rank 2, we're gonna get the goodies. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. As long as we're getting our servo thingies, I think we're just fine. Just let this build. Just keep landing that build over and over and over again. And then, yeah. Carbonite Lightspeed Token, what does that do? Oh. Carbonite Lightspeed Token. Relic 5, 6 stars. Really? But they're specific characters? Oh. Just can't use them on anybody. Well, just kind of curious. It'd be nice if you could pick the character you wanted to do, but Maybe you can. It's just these are the only ones that qualify for me. So healers, yeah, that kind of stuff. Not bad though. Nothing at the moment. I'm in no rush. I'm just gonna be. I've already done 3. I'm not in any big rush. I'm just letting it build up. I've got 2 in my back pocket ready to go. But basically, turd. Um, build up resources. I'm more interested in getting Relic 7s done. Like we've got these new area units, so I want to take Maul Invader to 9, Asajj, IG, Inquisitor Barris to 7, right? Maybe a little higher. I'm hoarding flawless signal data so that we can get these guys up so we can use in our new teams. Not too worried about Luke, not too worried about Chota, you know, do that first. But there's still teams that I need to round out, like a couple more resistance. I've got to do Saw team 2-7. After we get done with that, we get the next error. I can see the next characters, all that stuff. I'll make probably some decisions on some Relic 10. I'm keeping some. I'm going to let it build up so I can do a couple Relic 10s at a time, but keep 2 in my back pocket just in case we get some kind of GL announcement or something along those lines. So I can be like, if I need it, I got it. If I don't, then bam, I'll move on to other stuff. So no big rush right now. We've already done Stranger. We did Ray. We did Darth Revan. I'm okay with it. So yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ray is the good one, man. She hits really freaking hard at 10. She's really good. So yes, I am no problem if you did one like her at 9. No, it doesn't mean I like to finish my GLs to 9. But again, priority of these newer tunes. So yeah. And I may just do that next. Let's just take all my GLs to 9. You know, just to have that done, because eventually, you know, for their effectiveness, you know, we want them in. So we'll get the new stuff in. Then we'll probably, I want to get those other, if I can get Saw and the boys up and finish that resistance, because I think, who do I still need left to do on resistance? Let's look. I know we've got to do Finn's good. Finn, yeah. Get resistance here. Poe to 7 and Rose. Tico to 7. Holdo would be a good one to 7. And then get those 3 done, and then the resistance is done. But then you got rebel fighters, right? And that's Saw, that's Luthen, that's all these guys, right? So yeah, it'd be kind of nice to get those guys to 7 so that they're much more effective in JAC. Yeah, because it puts them in that 2 relic delta, so it makes that team a little bit, you know, more effective. Because at relic 5, now resistance is one of those teams that you can get away with lower relics, especially with datacrons. Like if you have a turn meter kind of thing on them, you know, just get them going. But that being said, they don't hit as hard when you have a 25% damage reduction, and or if, like when I first was using them, there was full 100, 200, you know, at 4 relic delta difference. Was like, yeah, they can get the turn meter and cause chaos and stuff and still banners, but not as effective as they are. As long as you're within that 2 relic delta, a 10% reduction in damage is, you know, easier to deal with than like say 3 or higher. So for me, getting those teams at the relic 7 is a priority, and then after that, it's just straight in. So go error, get the error units up, finish those 2 teams. Then I'm going to go do my GLs, get them to, because I think having my GLs at 9 will be a good shout out. But I'm getting tagged like Mr. Rogers. Let's see who's coming in our neighborhood today. It's my boy. What's my boy up to? I respond to the boy. We need to send a GIF. That. Give him a good one. There we go. Oh, we better say hi to Desi too. I forgot about that. Oh, let's get some Desi good morning too. Then we'll send her a funny little gift because she likes her funny little gifts. There. Our work is complete. All right. So we said hi to Cause. Yes, we did. Striker. Says 10% RD is manageable with mods, set of crowns, and mechanics. I agree 1000% Striker. So yeah, that's the game plan. Sorry, I was busy texting my boy and texting the lovely Desi Jingles. But yeah, I think 10% is very, very manageable. But you know, so air units first. And then you know we'll do that. Make sure their teams are all up and running. Like Schmader with the Emperor team and stuff like that. Make sure they're the right relic levels and stuff. Same thing with Asajj, IG, Bears. You know, make sure they're at least relic 7. Those two are going to 9. Schmader and Maul are going to 9. Don't give a shit. The other ones can wait. But yeah, that's the game plan. And then yeah, then we'll get the Saul team up. I probably may do, you know, now that I think about it, if we do IG90, we got to get the Dr. Afra team up as well so we can get them to Relic 7. So, you know, one thing at a time. But, you know, so for the next, 2.5 weeks while this era is going on, we will be religiously living here on this node, farming the shit out of Flawless. Every event, everything that we can possibly do to get more Flawless signal data will be the play. So, yeah. We'll get some more with this, some more with that. So it'll start adding up, right? I don't know. I haven't looked at the modding. I haven't modded them in a while. Let's look. Let me go Rebel Fighters. I know we initially did some modding on them, but let me see here. Saw, what are you at? You are at currently 303. And I still need to finish slicing you, don't I? Yeah, so I need to get him faster. And then Luthen. I know we had done it, but then we hadn't been able to finish them. 310, so probably get them around 330. Get those two guys going. Kyle's fine. The other guys are fine. But you know what? Let's... let me do a... Let me look at... Here. What do I ideally want to... I think that's still pretty good, right? And he is special damage. We could change this up and go crit damage. He would be slower, and I kind of went speed. Could do more damage with him. Now we might change him up. But Saul, let me look at what I want to do with Saul here. Saul Gerrara. What do I want to do with you, Saul? Pretty sure it's speed. I could be wrong. Yeah, it is speed. Then we need to hit around. Yeah, as fast as we can. Let's look at Saul. Let's see if we can do some remodding here. Some slicing. I think we can. I think we got the abilities. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just depends on stuff. Hey, Task! Speak of the devil. I am in my Zoom call, Task. If you want to join me, you are a fellow content creator, and good to see you. Yeah, I'm looking at some of your modding, and didn't surprise person on Saw. He does need to be faster. I just never finished slicing on him. Let's filter by what we don't have signed. What are you? You're a 16. You're a 15. That needs to change. So let's add. I think health is the. We're going to be taking them up higher relics. We might as well work on finishing their modding. Yarrrr! Happy Thirsty Thursday there. What else are 3? Is it just me or the same running? Is the game running slow as crap this morning? I have not noticed, but I will definitely take your word for it. You know, I trust you, my trusty Sith Count Data Keeper. All right, let's see here. Sort by speed. Let's see what we can do for our buddy Saul first. Buddy Saul first. Already a 16. That's a 24 speed. I don't think we need to fuck with that. Have a 16 versus a 20 speed that can be enhanced. All right, that's a possibility. I was 16 already at the blue. That one's definitely going to be better than that. So 16. Let's assign that a little bit better. And then this one's 20. What do we want here? Beggars can't be choosers. Let's just assign that. That automatically gets him faster. That is an 11 speed. Do we have something? Do we need to keep the speed? So we're not. We can slice it, but yeah. But I've got offense on there. We could change this possibly. What do we got? Let's just filter again now. Speed set. Now. I think that's okay. I kind of like the offense on him. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with this. Pretty good mod. All right, that doesn't need to be sliced. That doesn't need to be sliced. That does need to be sliced. So let's give this a little pickle slice. Really, not gonna hit speed. Goddamn comparison. Really, you hit offense again? All right. Can you hit speed at all? Anybody? You're gonna hit offense. So we'll eventually want to change this mod out because it shit the bed. Well, I mean, that's a hit of speed. I'll take it. For reals? Word, homie. Yes. Come on, give me speed. You bloody hate times. That one's done. Give this one a slice. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, this would be better. But wasting resources on that. Enhance. Get that to at least 15. God. I hate calibrating goddamn mods, man. It's just such a... Shoot. Defense, of course. Not speed. Okay, we're gonna do one more and then I'm just... Okay, I give up. Okay, we'll wait. So you're gonna just have to stick with that for right now, but... Can't be bothered. Yeah, fuck off. All right, and then what was the other one we were gonna look at? Luthen? Oh, I'm just... oh, I know. I like... It's part of my mystique, Tasnix. Like, we roll materials and stuff because people like to see mod depression. Like, I farm a shit ton of mods, but if you know, mod depression is a thing here. We just did a shit ton of mods and I didn't hit any speed or anything on them. So, you know, it's my lot in life. So, and people enjoy seeing me suffer, Task. It's more for the enjoyment of the fans. It could be, yeah, phone versus PC client thing from the previous statement. What else went through? Yes. New mall trailer discussed already? No. But we're gonna wait to watch it tonight. I think me, Desi, and Troopers want to watch a reaction video on it. That's right. What else? 3. That's right. No, Linky. No. All right, that's okay. That better? That is better. Here, have that. Jesus. That's okay. 8. We'll come back to you. Oh, we want crit damage, crit chance. Yeah. This crit damage. Offense. You went. Well, you could have do that. It's a 26 with probably protection. That's how. This one crit down. I him. Special. So. Oh, we also need this to change. I don't think we need offense. That. 4, 1, 2, 3. So we can get that number a little. We need to get that number higher, but let's do some more. Well, he's better than he was before. So we'll work on that some more here. Got Saw a little bit way faster, him a little bit more. It's a little bit better. Okay. Just a little change up, little stuff on it, but it's not that. All right. Yeah, the offensive rolls weren't bad. That's why he's keeping Foster's business in the U.S. Pain and suffering to our entertainment. That's right. What else? 73. Linky. Yeah, we rolled a bunch of mods. It's an ongoing process. Continue says, love that. I heard you say you're going to wait for the mall trailer, but have you seen the He-Man trailer yet? I have not seen the He-Man trailer yet. You can send that to me in Discord. Interceptor says, hey Ranger, good morning. Same question, different day. Is it worth my while to start the air units as I get them, or do you think it'll get better jobs if I... Thanks. Thank you. Yes, I do think it's better. You think it's better to... Is it worth it? Is it worth my while to star the air units as I get them? Yes. But that's... I mean, getting the best stars you can for them opens just all the stuff up. The stars are more just for the higher tiers of stuff you get from that, and you can take your other characters higher levels because each of the stars you get higher in each of the while the current marquee is going on allows you to get more materials to take these characters at a higher air level. I just think for that part, for me, that's one part of it. The other part of it is I don't want to farm stars on any character. Plus, I am going from all, so I am required to do it. So I will make the investment on this. Yes, it's ridiculous. Yes, it's way more than I was usually spending, but it is what it is. If you want the new shiny thing, whether I like it or you like it or we like it or not, it doesn't matter. That this is what you have to do. But I will say, as each of these marquees has come in, more of the materials for these characters to go up to higher stars or higher era levels come with the new marquee. We just saw that with the Barris one. Vader's gonna, we talked about this yesterday. It's going to give you a buttload of materials to take him and these guys to higher tiers if you want to, with the golden balls. And I think we're kind of figuring out the Coliseum era system now. Make a little bit of investment early on, a couple packs, you know, get the characters to a certain point, just so you can stay in the top 10 or 30, whatever you want to do. You get Relic 10 materials. But if you make a little bit of an investment early on, you can make a decision later on if you want to take these guys, you know, for the next legendary character, whatever it's going to be or how it's going to be. We got to see what the next era episode stuff. And remember, all your gear is going to be going away, and all of your, I mean, you get credits and stuff for all this crap, but that's just the way it is. Like, we'll keep our monies from this, but you know. So yeah, but it is pricey. It's 100, basically it's 130, 150 bucks for each of these guys, depending on how many crystals you have. That's why I give you a rough idea of to get each of these guys up, right? If you don't have the crystals, you're spending at least a vault plus 30 bucks for the pack to get these guys to at least level 6 or 6 stars day one, so you can do the event and get them to 7. But for everybody else, if you can get your character to 4 or 5 stars during the event, get more materials, take your characters to higher era level, I think it is worth it, because that's going to, yes, you'll still have to still farm the stars later on, but if you can get the air levels higher, that's less gear you're having to pony up on the back end when these characters become legacy. But yeah. And then, but yeah, Taz, I'm in the, if you're listening, I am in the Zoom call. You're more than welcome to join, buddy. Yeah, but I farm mods religiously, Taz. Getting back to your statement, I just have no luck with them at all. None. It's why we call it mod depression. I've been doing it for 10 years. I get shit on because the Illuminati watches the stream. I don't hit nice things. Constantly working on them. So I said, I'll just embrace it. Let's just roll some shit and just suffer. The skewers love it. They love it. They love seeing me get my ass kicked. So it's more for fun. Striker says Web Store does a $99.99 pack that gets you 6-star day one, then weekly front gets you 7-star then the yeah, it's no different than buying the vault, right? So if you have a vault of crystals, or you want to get a vault of crystals and take a chance game, or you just want to get the guaranteed, that's fine. That's up to you. But it's still going to equate to $130, you know. So Linky says, I really don't like this new way of getting characters. It takes so long for you can really use it. I don't like it either. I don't like the fact that we make an investment in these guys, not having a chance to really see how good they are. I mean, as content creators, we try to tell you guys how good these guys, but we can only look on paper and give you an idea. We have a pretty damn good idea of most characters, like where they're going to fit, but we don't know for sure. We can never give you a full guaranteed on that because we just don't know, right? Until they get to in the game. But we have to sit there and farm this and not have access to these things for so long. And then bam, shock and awe, here they come into your account, and if you hadn't planned for them being there and stuff, or have the like, it's just, it's different. We have to get used to it. I don't like it either, but it is a system. Hopefully CG takes the feedback from you guys and takes the feedback from us and makes some changes and things of that nature. We'll see what goes. I'm sitting on 140 Relic 10 mats currently. Only have taken 1 up to 10 so far. I'm debating who to take up. Who's the one that you did the Relic 10 on? I mean, Ray's a good one. I like, you know, I think she's a great Relic 10. I did the Stranger just because I think he's a fantastic character, and it said I would take him up for you guys, so you can have Relic 10 Stranger. Yeah, I mean, you can still hoard it for right now. If there's nothing too pressing, I still think if you have a lot of characters Relic 9, you're fine, so. That is a horrible choice, Linky. Shut up. He says, I'm a Gundy is also good Relic 10. No, it's not. Shut up. But yeah, I did Darth Revan, I did Ray, I did Stranger, but I'm going to be hoarding mine for, I want to see what's coming up with this next stuff. I mean, Tass would probably tell you the same thing. I mean, if you have the means to do plenty of Relic 10s, which I do, I'm getting top 5 in Coliseum. I'm getting the weekly stuff. It's building up. I'm purchasing the servitors, letting those build up. like I did with the rest of the stuff. But my priority right now is not relic 10s. I mean, if you're sitting on a bunch of stuff, wait for it. Um, no rush on this stuff. I don't think if you have a character 9 versus a relic 10 character, it's not a huge difference. It's a 5% delta. Not that big a deal. So just let your shit build up. If there's a couple I think are really good, and there's plenty of, I know Task and other content creators have put out like the top 10 characters they think you could go with relic 10. Geos are never a bad shout out. I don't think a relic 10 on Lord. I think Lord Vader's a great relic 10. They'll debate on doing that. Just because of his stat increase and what he does. I think that's a great relic 10. I think Power King Hondo's a great relic 10. So those are a few characters, just GLs that come to mind. You know, how many GC Omnis will we need when the era ends? That's a good question. Don't remember. Maul will be TW. I think Vader is going to be... He's 1. There's 1 there for him. 2. But there's 2. Zaj, 3. He's TW. So 3. I think Luke is GAC, but I'm not overly 3v3 Grand Arena. So let's just say 4 if you're going to do Lukey. He's another one. And he is GAC as well. So 5 GAC Omicrons, if you do all the characters, if you take them up to their Omicron level. Roughly 5, 6, something like that. So that's if all the characters looking through this stuff. So, yeah. Sub guy, what's up, buddy? Says going to be lurking and building a fence in the midst of rain. We have so fun. Oh, that sounds not fun. Enjoy yourself. Stay warm and stay as dry as you can, my friend. So what? 6? Yeah. All right, so we got our lurkers, good everybody, but welcome to Thirsty Thursday stream. Yarrrr, good to see you guys. Yarrrr, hope you're doing well. Okay, we'll let Conquest build up. We'll go back and finish these datacrons here later. No rush on that. We got these up and running. Mainly just into level 3 and 6. I already said the ones we're going to do. I'll get more today. Get more materials. We'll get more mods. We'll get them all done. We'll roll them up. We'll re-roll the level 3s and 6s because that's really all I would care about. Yeah, there's like 4 level 9s of these I care about. The rest are all going to be level 8, but I'm going to make sure the level 3s and 6s are on those mods. So that's about all this set's worth. And then we will rock and roll. Get that stacking offense, get that other stuff on these mods. But having 10 to 12 of this set, again, cannot state enough, guys. Do not try to go heavy on these crons. I mean it. We have FDCs allegedly coming next round. You're going to need a lot of data cache, so keep your data cache high, if you can, because those FDCs plus resources but you can't get the resource until you actually do conquest. But the cash stays. The new materials you'll need will come in through the next conquest. But you know, you're gonna need the cash if you're gonna have at least three, three or four that you're gonna work on. That's pretty much most of your cash. But you're probably gonna want some of the other ones. We've already talked about this. The other sets of that Datacron you got to look at. No, they're supposed to be simpler, but they're still going to be level 3s, 6s, and stuff, and maybe some of those level 9s that you are going to want to have for this next Datacron set. But we got to look at what the FTCs are. Maybe they suck too. I don't know. I highly doubt it. They're going to suck, and I bet you this next set coming out, I guarantee the next set is going to have these new air units. Some of these are going to have Datacron. So, and if you want to use them, remember, guys, they have to be, if you're going to get the max effect out of them, I think you have to be Relic 6 now. It used to be 135. It's now 246. So keep that in mind. Put that in the back of your brains. File it under, please remember, and we'll, So this is your public service announcement from Yarrrr! There be me party crew member Ray Rock. Yarrrr! That's right. It says good thirsty Thursday Rangers and Picklers. Yarrrr! He be our pickle holder. Yarrrr! He be our pickler there on the SMS Rangers, right? Yarrrr! Charge of the pickle. Yarrrr! No, I think you get us. Well, think about FTCs. What are they? 25, 30 million to take one fully up, unless it depends on if it's 9 or 15. I know that they said they reduced the price previously. I can't remember, but just think about it. If there's 3 that you really want, let's say 25, you're going to need 75 million data cache, right? I'm just throwing raw numbers there. Well, you still got all the other crons you got to do for the set normally, so you gotta have extra cash for that too. So yeah. Hey, Akanakan, says my buddy old pal. It's great to see you, handsome bastard. And you too, you sexy mother. I'll be lurking and working for my exams. Stream lagging. Okay, we back. Oh, you're lagging. Okay, come saying we're not lagging. I'm not lagging. Are you lagging? I'm not lagging. Are you? Yeah. Darth Cliff, what's up? Says what is worth getting in this data even on a limited basis. So the thing I'm mainly focused on. So on this new set, I think a couple bounty hunter crons, especially for 3v3, like 3 of them I'm looking at for this with level 3s and 6s. Fennec, Forlom, or I think it's one of those 2, and then another one that you can use like on your Java team, right? So you have because you can use a Saj, Fennec, DB Fett, right? Then you can have Forlom, Zuckus, and another one, right? And then that has the bounty hunter. And then another one. Now, I think the other ones that I'm kind of eyeing to get is C3PO's one is really good for the CLS team. That turn meter on him is really fantastic. So anytime he uses basic, everybody else gets 25% turn. That's pretty goddamn good. So, especially on the CLS team, that's really good. So that's one. I think getting Hu Yang, this on top of an Ahsoka with this level 3s and 6s will be a good Ahsoka cron. And then what was the other one? Topper's there, Phoenix. I'm not really bleh. And I think that was it. One of these 2, definitely see 3PO, Hu Yang, Fennec was one I definitely want to do, and then a couple extra bounty hunters for 3v3 because you can do one for Jabba, the new bounty hunter team. Zuckus and Forlom have that bounty hunter thing for offense and defense, and then the rest, man, you're just looking at the level 3s and 6s. So if you look at this for light side, the 2 that you want to do, the dark side is stacking offense. That is fantastic. So go for that every time. There's not every dark side what I'm doing there. And then light side, the 2% of their max health is pretty good. So if you get that, you want to save a reroll match this time. But if you want to reroll and try to get the 75, 50, 25, like say on an Ahsoka Hu Cron, that would be really good and annoying. That's the one I'm mainly shooting for them. But like say a CLS one, I would like to get the 2% health because if you got the 3PO level 9 and you get all that 25% turn meter every time he uses a basic, and they're just constantly hitting that under that 2% health. Team like that for resistance would be really good. Those kind of things you look at, you're just like, yes, yeah. it's not that they last a month. They'll last 3 months or whatever. Again, that's why. But you don't want to go too hard in this, Linky. There are some of these, yes, but you only want 10, maybe 12 of these just for the level 3s and 6s. You still got to have bronze for your team. So you just want to make sure you have enough coverage and that they're pretty solid for your GACs. Because you want to make sure you have enough, like 30 to 35 crons at all times, maybe 10 each set. We'll have to look at the FDCs. Does the other sets go away? Then you have enough for offense and defense to do your GACs. I don't think you go hard for them like we did previously. Like you saw the other two sets I had like what, 30 of each. But I think for overall coverage, you want about 10 to 12 each set. And if we're gonna have one every 3 months rotating, maybe 10 to 15, depending. We'll figure it out. We have to look at what the FDCs do, right? Because that'll be a part of it. But I don't think we're gonna, the days of us going like 20 to 30 crons with only one conquest to do stuff. I think unless you're spending a fortune, right? I think, yeah. But if I can get 10 to 12, I'll probably shoot for 12, single line, have the level 3 6s for each of these, have them available. Then we get the next set, look at the FTCs, probably knock those out, get the next set, have 10 to 15, roughly there, depending on where you're at, because we're not going to change our pattern. Same thing, 10 to 15, have the stacks. So you have about 30 to 35 crons at all times. They'll be rotating, but the next set goes away. Then you pick up another 10 to 12 and just keep that going. You'll be okay. But I don't think, like, if you look at, Pillars of War, like, 30. Well, I know, Jack Daniels. That's why it's just check your mods. A good one to look at for those characters is I always, guys. Task is watching this over on YouTube. Make sure you guys are following Task. I don't know why you wouldn't. The guy is he's a big giant Swgoh nerd like me, but he's a bigger Swgoh nerd than me. So look at my modding, look at his modding. It's probably a modding thing. I know what I've got on them, but the Yarrrr thing, man, they've jacked that thing up where Han and Leia and Chewie them hit like goddamn trucks. So maybe more survivability on, say, your Zuckuss, that kind of stuff, so he can take those hits. I know I will be making him much more beefier, and stuff. So it's never ending, kids. We're always constantly working on modding this stuff. Like I can pull up Tassinix. Let's look at like his Zuckuss right now. Like I just changed my modding to kind of match what Tassinix did for his saw and his Luthen. Now I do have to slice and get better mods, but I've got the right idea, so I'll keep those mods on there. And don't be like me. Yes, I slice shit because you guys like to see me suffer, but don't do that. Zuckuss, he has on his speed health. Let's see what he's got. He has 179,000 protection. Now his character is probably relic, not price. Let's do a price comparison. Characters, bounty hunter. Like close to what he did. I didn't even. Oh god, Zuckuss, I haven't taken you up. I could get this much higher, but I have not even done a slice because he's only relic 5. I just haven't been doing anything with him. Probably will take him off for 3v3. I might do that. That into the favorites. We do need to slice out. I think I've matched everything here, but he said we want protection on. So we want protection on. Let's try to match. This is what I do all the time. So I'll look at this. We have protection. Change that out because we want protection. Remove that. That's health. That's not going to do it. We want protection. There's a good protection one, right? Then protection on that. That's good to go. Speed, yeah, with that's flat protection. Not really. Filter by protection. Already got four that's better. This doesn't have any, but I don't. Flat protect. Not ideal. Do a little bit better on that. That surface. See, that's got a little bit of protection. Let's change this one. There's a little bit better. 122,000. That's better. We can slice that up. Do that. So we're going to use him. He'll be up and running. And then if we go 4 LOM. Good. I love doing this on Swgoh.gg. You can kind of look. I mean, top player in the world, if you're not looking at how they've got their stuff modded and you're doing the same thing, I don't know what to tell you. We'll do it again. Linky, the fact that they only last, we did that one. Jack Daniel says, yes, okay. Doing that. What is the reason for a fast tank? Sometimes like boss got him fast because you want him taking his turn and getting his taunt off. Sometimes you don't need to, like Kenobi. You know, Kenobi is definitely all health. But like boss, he does his thing. You want to get into the payout. Some tanks that you want them to be fast, but you still want them to be beefy, right? So some situations, speed with a lot of bulk on it makes sense. Sometimes you just want heavy defense, heavy bulk, right? Depends on the kit of the tank and what they're trying to do, right? Okay, who are we looking at? Oh, 4 LOM. All right, so let's do a comparison. I've got speed and potency. What does he have on his 4 LOM? He has tenacity and... Okay, well, let's change it. Why did I have potency? Stupid. Sometimes I look with Tass is down. I'm like, Ranger, you cool. All right, let's filter by tenacity. You know what? I'm going to replace it. 7 years. Speed. Let's go with that. 2 speed hit at 10. You're all health. So we want speed on the arrow. I do. I wonder why I couldn't find anything like that. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I getting this? All right, so we want either a tenacity, accuracy. That's actually... And that's offense. All right. So he went speed, tenacity. Let's filter this again. Like one with... That's a great mod for it. That's a perfect mod. Slice that up. Got that extra tenacity and... Now he has on his what health. Health. That's health here. We do have health there. That's good. Let's see what we can do. Action. Capacity. That's gonna probably be our best bet. Got the tonight. Got extra. That will mess that up. Good, and then all fit. Okay, that's good. Then that's got tenacity. Can we get something health on it? Health and good. No. Tenacity. Lot health. Got tenacity, but no health. That's got health, but no tenacity. That's that flat health. That's the one we're looking for. That's got health and the tenacity, so we're going to put that on there. We'll enhance that mod. Get that sliced up. Oh, it hit speed. Shit, that's even better. All right, so currently he's at 285. Got speed set on him. So at the slice, so we'll get him much faster once these all hit. Confirm it. That's what we want. And there you go. So I just did the modding live for you there, Jack. So there you go. All brought to you by Tassinix and Smacky Smalls. When you think of Tassinix Gaming, think of Smacky Smalls. What is this? Oh, gross. I'm not doing that. You hippie. So yeah, I could take those guys up. I'll take up, if we can get those guys a 7, we will. And then get all your stuff. Oh, that's just, yeah. So we'll get both those guys up and then we'll roll the mods. Those, the kind of the set you want those sets on there, and they're on our favorites. We'll go back and finish them there. No rush on it. GSC lock-in won't be until Tuesday of next week, where we want to do the final prep work on all that stuff. So we'll probably do a little bit of that. So yeah, we get those guys a 7. That would be fun to have them with the new Krons on defense at Relic 7. So I may pop this guys a 7, finish up their modding. Don't see why we wouldn't. Yeah, make Zuckus really beefy, right? So he wants speed set, health set, lots of protection. So once we slice up all those mods, his stats will be really good. Tons of protection on him. Best speed you can. And then, yeah. Yeah, Task, I thought you already had the lunch Zoom. I thought I sent this to you a while ago. I'll send it to you again, buddy. What? I'll pin this for you too, Task. And there you go. Now I pinned it for you, buddy. Now we never have to worry about Task not being a part of the homies again. You guys did a great job. Oh, there he is in the call. Yes, that's why. Ah, okay, you have the Jedi Academy one. Yeah, this is the launch one. During the week, I use this one, and then on Saturdays, I have the special one for just the content creators. Just got through the Relic 7 air battle with less than an hour to go. 10 impulse detectors and 10 Zimbittles. There you go. I would probably get Cole. Oh god, is it time already? When I see Taz on the screen, Taz, just make sure you've got your mic selected in the volume. Honor and a privilege to have one of the best GC players in the world joining us. My friend, your friend, the court jester of Swgoh. Taz. Try to hang out in his Zoom Discord as much as I can, but not easy. What a cast of characters he's got in his Discord. Holy moly guacamole. Okay, so we got those two. 7 for 3. That would be fun. Just to make them more effective, right? Figure it out. But we got them remodded. We got the Saw team remodded. Again, if you want your teams to be effective, you got to make sure, take a little few minutes, look at some of the top content creators, GAC players. Yeah, I know I stay between 37 and 3,900, but that's because I just ain't trying that hard, brother. Especially, but we do try to stay in Kyber 1 and have the fights. But, it doesn't hurt when you're doing a modding. Talk to other players. Think about what you want, like with the character, the kit, why you're doing certain things, why they may have it. You may see one have this, another one have that, but it's good to look at other people's stuff, how they're modding, try to scan it, match it, and then rock and roll. I know it's easier said than done. I know a lot of you guys don't have all that modding. I'm limited in my modding too. And you should always start with your modding. GLs, legendaries, down the line. Because those are your most important teams and characters. Conquest characters, your lifters, your GLs, down the line. The other way you can do that too is focus on them first. But if you have a team, let's say you're doing the GMK team, you got your cat, you got your GMK. Look at what you need to mod for them, and then what's the team you're normally going to put on them. Then focus on their modding. Bam, that team's done, right? Then you go to the next one. Oh, I've got my SLKR now. Well, what do we want to put on him? Who else is going to be on the team? What do they need for their mods? And work on that. And that way you're not so overwhelmed with mods. You still want to be pulling mods. We do it all the time. We call it mod depression, but it's a numbers game. The more you pull, the more you get, the more you roll. Eventually you'll get some nice things. Well, you guys will get nice things. I don't hit shit for rolling crazy. I don't know what it is. It just, the Illuminati, you think would give me a goddamn break. All right, if Task, he's here, but he must be like...
Yes, you should be able to hear me now.
Yay! There's Task. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, bud? What you up to?
Just playing some TFT. You've seen me do it before.
Oh, yes. He shoots people in the face when he wins, and then they get a nice big flower on their head.
Mm-hmm. So, what are we up to?
Oh, just talking. People are asking about, they were asking about certain teams and stuff, modding and then Datacrons, a lot of Datacron stuff, like how much should we invest in?
Modding.
And, oh yeah, modding. And I always tell them, it's good to look at content creators or top players and see how they have their stuff modded. And, like you just saw me, I didn't have mods just sitting around with 25 speed or the 30 speed. It's like, but I've got the right mods on there to match what I think they should be. And then when I get the materials, we'll slice the damn things up, right? And again, look at other people's modding. It gives you good ideas. Some people might have different ways that they want to do it, but ask around. You can ask me or Task or anything. I know our good friend Papa Chulo loves picking our brains for modding.
Sure.
Taz doesn't shoot people, says he casts bonk on his enemies. Is that what that is? It looked like you had a big rail gun and you shot him in the face and then a flower appeared.
Oh, yeah. That was the Jin skin. He'll do that. People gotta go.
So yeah, if you have any modding or if you have any Datacrons, let's talk about the Datacrons. I think, people are like freaking out about the new way the Datacrons are coming in. Like, we're going to get set every month for 3 months. Get 10 to 12 of them. Focus on them. And then you'll have 30 mods is what you want, or Datacrons. for offense and defense, depending on what you got, right? The big thing is we don't know how the FDCs are going to be going. We know that they said next month will be FDCs. So I'm trying to keep encouraging people to try to maintain a high level of error currency, because depending if it's a level 9 or 15 on the FDC, they're a little pricey. They cost a little bit to in cash to take up, let alone resources. So how are you approaching the Datacron sets, you know, as you're looking for, like on this set? How many are you getting? You know, how many do you?
Yeah. I mean, functionally, I'll probably end up looking to have like 15 of this set, and that's about it. And then the new sets coming out thereafter, looking to have something like 10, right? Because you need 30
Yeah.
for Kyber 1, right? So, you know, something like 15 for just this first new set. And as far as like what the crons actually are, I only really would care about a few specific crons. Otherwise, you're just looking to take advantage of like the combination of the three and the stats. Like the dark side cooldown level 3 with high health for your Malgus, for example. Light side 25% turn meter, high protection stack for your JML, stuff like that.
Now, what if you can't do a lot of rolling of the stats? You do want to focus on those level 3s and 6s, because that's can kind of be important for your mod. Like you may not be able to get
The sixes are, pretty tied to those just two factions. So I mean, there's a little bit of overlap with other teams. Like some bounty hunter stuff will affect your Jabba team, for example. Yeah, there's some overlap, but mostly there's maybe like 2 or 3 good level 9s in my opinion in that set.
Same.
And I don't know that any of them are going to see play, or at least be preferable until set 25 is gone.
Yeah. Like I really like that level 6 on that bounty hunter with the 30% offense stacking to 300.
Sure.
You do debuffs. I think that's a really good one, because bounty hunters do debuffs all over the place. So I'm thinking I would do one for Fennec and DB and the new Asajj, right? Then I do one for Zuckuss Forlom team. That's why we're remodding, looking at your modding, and plus we have the air thing going on right now. And then another one for Jabba, because you can do the same thing with the level 3 and 6 on him. Well, high potency, armor pen kind of cron on that, and put that on your Jabba 3 with Chrysanthemum and Bosch Leia. But outside of that, the only two besides that I was looking at is I like the 3PO cron with that 25% turn meter on his basic for the CLS team, with like a high armor pen damage set, right? And then the one for Hu Yang I really like. So you could go heavy health, the 75, 50, 25 level 3, that kind of thing. For his, for a good Ahsoka cron, because we're gonna, you never go wrong with that. That'd be an annoying. But outside of that, that's not going to be rolling any other name ones. I can't think of any other ones that in that set that I'm like, oh my god, I've got to get that. Chopper is a good one, says Womprat. I guess. I don't know. What do you think of the Chopper?
Yeah, it's one of the good ones. The Hu Yang one might see some play after set 25 is gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll throw Chopper on there. I'm not blown away by the level.
Zuckuss looks kind of neat. I don't know how you're going to use him, but Zuckuss looks neat.
I like the Zuckuss one. Yeah. I think that's an annoying one. I wasn't impressed by the Forlom one. I'll get Zuckuss. Yeah, I was thinking about 3v3 with those two in it, right? Like, you could go Forlom, Zuckuss, and then who, right? Maybe Zam, speed up the team, get him extra stats or something with the force side, and then thermals and everything. Debuff stack. That's what I was thinking. But I think 3 good bounty hunter crons, maybe 4, and then Hu Yang. Want to do Chopper? Fine. That kind of stuff. 3PO, and then just do your stats and stuff on these and re-roll them. Be interesting, those FDCs, man. I'm kind of nervous. 1 month of farm, 1 conquest to farm FDCs. Holy moly guacamole, brother. They're 50, if they're level 15, that's going to be rough.
I think that if you're going through the hundreds every day,
yes,
it's not it's you're gonna probably need to do some stuff out of the Datacron store with like shard shop currency or stuff like that. Like you don't have to spend added money on it, but I don't feel like it's out of reach to have 10 crons at level 9. In you only have the 2 weeks. Okay, that's fair. Um, I'm actually kind of stuck in Conquest right now because there's a node for me on the challenge path in Sector 5 that has BKM, and this BKM team just doesn't die.
You have
They're all just at 1 health, and none of them will die.
and you don't have that one data disk on there that does that T-34. What is this shit? I arranged that yesterday too. I'm like, oh, F-34T training droids. And if you can't instantly kill the leader, you can't. They'll just sit there at 1 health. It's a good way to farm. Like we use it to farm like tenacity.
Oh, is that what it is? I'm just
Yes.
an idiot and I have a bad cron on. Okay, let me fix that.
Yeah, I arranged that yesterday because as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, if you don't have an instant kill, right? It's a good way to farm. Like, you can just get that team down to 1 and just farm it over and over again for like, these
Sure.
big feats. That's why they put it in there. So yeah, like defensive down, critical damage, 35 enemies with Gungans is something you can't use that. But yeah,
Sure.
but you can pick that on something and just get them to 1 health because we use a Jedi team and had them at 1 health and I farmed like 2 or 3 feats at once. So yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, I like that. Oh man, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody in Twitch.
Yeah, we got our good friend Task. If you have any questions for Task, you should definitely ask questions to Task. It's much more knowledgeable than I in this game. How's your GAC going, man? I know I've been there to watch your matches and hung out, but I didn't know what your overall record was last.
This last season was 6-3.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say 2 of those losses were for things that actually were pretty surprising, like things that I thought I had a very strong counter planned, and then the shit did not turn out that way.
I had a couple fights like that where it's like, what is happening? Like the one that got me is like when Ben, I was facing a raid team with my Ufus.
Mm-hmm.
Ben basically on his first turn one shot the shit out of me. He killed Malicos, almost wiped out the team on 1 hit. I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, is that normal, guys? This never happened before.
Dang.
So we ended up losing because I was like a team. I'm like, okay. It's been really strange with these datacrons being so maxed out the way they are. You just get these certain interactions. You're just like, okay, I've never had that happen before. Ow. What do we do now?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
I mean, we figured it out at the end, but my God, in those early stages when we didn't really have a good bead, like that first and even second week of these new datacrons, we were just running to a certain team or something, just like, holy moly. I was like, this thing's so nasty.
It's true.
But good to see everybody in chat. It's a Thirsty Thursday. Yarrrr. We have a fellow commander of the seas, Tasnix, the jester of the high seas, joining me on my crew. Well,
Hey.
joining us as a special guest skewer. So swap the poop deck. Make sure we have a nice, clean poop deck for him. Yeah. We named the Monkey Jet. But good to see you, Wolf, man. If you have any questions for Taz, get those in. He's being very kind in his busy schedule to come hang out with us on a Thirsty Thursday. So, yeah.
Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, we love having you. And I love hanging out with you guys. I try to hang out in your Discord as much as I can. But,
Yeah, it is. The Discord is a force of chaos. It is fair.
Wing Dagger and the rest of I just walk in and I just hear somebody say something like this. Every time I go in, it's like, what
Oh,
did
yeah.
I walk into?
Yeah. About once a minute, there's like an HR fireable something being said.
Oh, God. Yes, it's for not the lighthearted. All right, here's a good question for you, Taz. Jack Daniel says, hi, Taz. Could you quickly share your thoughts on offense set triangle with crit damage primary and or crit damage set with offensive primaries?
Let me see. Where's that being written?
In Twitch.
In Twitch. Okay, Jack Daniels, could you quickly share your thoughts on an offense set triangle with crit damage primary and or crit damage set with offense primaries? So, I mean, special attackers are generally pretty challenging to push enough critical chance on to make a crit damage triangle worth it. Physical attackers, on the other hand, generally have a lot higher crit chance. There are exceptions, like strength-based attackers will have great damage but need help with crit chance, for example. And wherever it's feasible in your mods to say get somewhere around, I don't know, about 80% at least crit chance, because you got to think about how prevalent crit avoidance is these days. So when I say like 80% is the floor, I really do try to shoot as close to, 90, 100% as I can these days, because um, most of these characters that you're going for the crit damage triangle, it's a big deal if they actually crit. So with the exception of special damage characters, I am generally looking for an attacker to have a crit damage triangle. And if you're going in an offense set, yeah, like for example, my Mother Talzin doesn't have a crit damage triangle. She could have an offense triangle. I think right now she has a crit chance just because it's convenient for me for her to have one like that. Like it doesn't cost me something better from someone else. But for a character who I don't really care whether she crits, her purpose is to apply plague sometimes and then die. I could see an offense set with an offense primary if it's a rare situation like that. Otherwise, and also she's a special damage dealer, right? But otherwise, like Malikos, for example, um, you might say that with him doing true damage, with him ramping his crit damage and offense, maybe you could say that an offense triangle is better. But I would say that the offense triangle would have better value over a long fight. Um, because if your Malikos is anything like mine, and if you see my fights with him, most people's fights with him, usually if the first set of rocks that he throws doesn't end the fight, the second set does. We're not talking about a fight that goes a very, very long time in terms of Malikos ramping. So yeah, in general, physical damage dealers get the crit damage triangle. As far as offense set versus crit damage set, and whether or not I'd ever run like an offense primary with a crit damage set, I would say there are very few rules that I would categorize as always never rules, right? Like always do this, never do that. I would absolutely never run a crit damage set without a crit damage triangle. There's just no point. Like you're running that set to get the most punch out of like you're presumably modding the character to have enough crit chance so that you have very high confidence. Like you're close to that 100% mark. You've got very high confidence that you're landing that crit chance, that crit. And then you get the, much boosted crit damage, and that's going to have the most impact for a short fight, right? If everybody can do the punchiest move version of their move that's in a crit damage set, as soon as they do it, the fight might end before they even get to their second turn. So I don't know if that fully answers your question, Jack Daniels, but rare that I use an offense primary deliberately on a triangle.
There you go. Now that you said that, I'm just doing what you're saying. Like I pulled up Malikos. I'm like, well, let's just do that. So increase this crit damage and offense. There you go.
I love crit damage triangle on them, and I mean, if you're
I just did it. Yeah.
if you're looking for it, the strong offense secondaries on the crit damage triangle, like you can have something, um, very strong, like closer off towards 6-7%, over 7%, and an offense primaries 8.5. You get the lion's share of the primary out of a good secondary.
Yeah. We had some good crit chance on these and offense, so got all the good.
Yeah, now you actually, so in your case, I would, if you go to Malikos's unique, if you back out and take a look, you'll see that he has a unique that says he gets, I want to say, 30% crit chance. So as far as physical attackers go, he actually gets a kind of a freebie on that. So in your case, I would look to switch your 2 set over to health, maybe even defense. I don't know how high your relics are, but I myself run health and prefer health.
On Malikos?
Yeah,
I don't think I
yeah,
had the right health set. I was trying to match you, but these crit ones I had the extra offense, crit chance
sure,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this is perfect. He's perfectly usable as he is. I'm just saying that
So health.
I understand why you were thinking the crit chance set, given what I was just saying. But he's actually an exception because he gets a lot of help from his unique.
Yeah, I don't think I had a good. Yeah, none of these that I have the right
Sort by offense, sort by percent offense.
on the secondary.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm looking at you live on YouTube, so maybe I'm a couple seconds behind.
Eh, got crit chance and offense.
Can you minimize the Tassinix call window? It's blocking out a corner of your screen. I
Oh,
can't
I had
see.
that up. Yeah, so sorry.
No. You're good,
Actually,
man.
here,
I
what
mean,
am I?
I can put on my
I
camera if you
got it.
want.
I got it. Hold on. Let's.
Wasn't even noticing that.
I didn't even. Looks like derp. I can just share it live so you can see it.
That is also an option. We can do that.
You know.
I see you.
Circle.
Yeah, Hermit, offense triangles are useful. I mean, like until you get the crit damage triangles, don't sweat it, but focus on those. Yeah. Also, take a look at what the crit chance is. Like, really, if you're going to commit to the crit damage triangle, you want to have enough crit chance to make it probable. So don't make life hard for yourself searching for these crit damage triangles and you're looking at the character and it's got like something like 63% chance to crit. It ain't happening, bub.
Our best one with crit chance and offense. We would lose a little bit of offense.
Yeah, it's not a terrible mod by any means. And you know, these mods that you're wearing right now are perfectly serviceable, and you could just spend some time farming. Like I myself, for the first time in forever, I'm actually farming health sets because I anticipate for Spider Mall, I'm
Oh
gonna need
yeah.
a brand new like set of full health mods, protection primaries, tons of health and protection secondary. I haven't farmed a health set like that in years. So I got to be on that.
Yeah. Hey, Hermit Fulgrim. He says, hooty hoo. He says, yeah, Tasnix, politically incorrect is the most correct. Yes, that's true. Why haven't we had any shoeies? I don't know. It's Thirsty Thursday. If people want to, they can. They can make me drink the grog. If they don't want to, that's okay too. I mean, God knows I drank a lot of grog last night. Holy shit.
Gather ye round to force this
boy.
man
I
to
drank
consume alcohol from
Oh
used footwear.
Oh my god. Well, it was more of the Fernet last night. It was this. Uh, Ace says, "Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow." That's right. It's
It is snowing a lot out here in Michigan.
Oh boy. Snow cane. Yeah, I think what Snowmageddon, whatever's going on. Hermit, yeah, I have very little crit damage triangles with good secondary stats. Hey, you just got to keep farming them. You see me, guys. I stress this all the time. I know Tash, you stress it. You just got to. It's a numbers game. You pull mods, you roll them. If they don't hit, get rid of them. The ones you do that you want to keep rolling, you do. But you're looking for percentage is always the best stat, like crit chance or tenacity, depending on the mod, right? You look for certain stats, and you get speed in the secondary. On top of that, that's just fantastic. But boy, does it take a long time. It's a numbers game, guys. You just have to keep farming and farming your. What's up, guys? Says, none here, just a whole lot of wet. Same here. We're getting a lot of sleet and nasty rain and diarrhea. So yeah, we got Malika's redone. We did Zuckus. We did all that stuff. But it's a never-ending fight, kids. Constantly be working on this shit till the cows come home. So yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, why would you say something? I was so dry. I'll test you. You get to see the fun here, but it'd be a small one. A little clink, a little small clink. Son of a bitch. It's not a small clink, Tass. Oh no!
It begins.
That's 4 shoeies. Okay. That's what she said. Oh god. Well, since it is a Thirsty Thursday, I will pull out the great shoe of Desi. And I shall now get the Fosters, as is tradition. Keep your questions coming in for Tass, so yes. How do you mod Shin and Merrick? Just got mine to Relic 7. They're pretty straightforward. It's not a lot of anything.
Yeah. So I was going to mention earlier, for a lot of these, I'm happy to answer all these mod related questions. If you guys ever wanted to watch what my personal collection of best practices about farming up and slicing up mods and when, which ones to pick and choose and which ones to throw away and which ones to make use of as they are but not upgrade any further, check out the How to Mod series on my YouTube channel. Just search that on Tassinix Gaming, because that is everything I know about best practices for producing good mods. So, I was just going to piggyback off of something you said a second ago, Ranger. Is when you're farming up these mods, like you were saying out there, that you're missing crit damage triangles with good secondaries. Absolutely, that is a numbers game. And don't find a mod. Don't find the first mod that's got the desirable secondaries that you're on and just pour your heart into it. Actually make sure that it has good values for those. So, you want speed, percent offense, and crit chance, just for example, on a crit damage triangle, maybe percent health or protection, depending on the character, whatever. If it's like 3 speed and it's a low offense roll and stuff like that, don't settle. Don't settle trying to force what starts off as a mediocre or subpar mod. Don't force it to try to be a good mod. You're better off just continuing to farm the set. Now, if you literally have nothing in the slot for what you're looking for, fine, make use of that subpar mod, but maybe don't pour a lot of resources into it. But so much of building up good mods is knowing which mods to refuse in the first place. Mods that potentially maybe look good, but it's like, talking about like confused mods, for example. It's got speed, it's got percent offense on it. This looks like a good mod. Yeah, except the other 2 rolls are flat defense and tenacity. So you got a 50% chance as you're leveling up this mod to get bullshit stats you don't want. So don't even work with it. Stuff like that. Anyway, so how do you mod Shin and Marok? Interesting question. First of all, I do
Okay.
have a mod guide series on the whole Balin team. So that's again on the channel. There's
Well, we're
individual videos on Balin, Shin, and Marok.
yeah. I'm about to do some shoeies. I'm doing my second one, but we'll redo my American Shin according to the. And I pimp that for you all the time, there, buddy.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, I was like, have you watched the videos? It's like,
Yeah, it's a
they're
three
good,
it's a
they're good.
three-part series. It's everything I know and love about mods. So, yeah, about Shin. So I just pulled mine up on screen. She does have a unique where she's getting extra offense. I want to say she also has crit avoidance, right? She has something that's giving her stacking crit avoidance, but it doesn't stack so often. Where is that? Yeah, that's in her first special. I've eyes on them. Shinhati gains 10% crit avoidance, stacking max 50%. This ability is probably getting used once, maybe twice in the whole encounter. So you might disagree. You might think it's not worthwhile, but I did stick a crit avoidance arrow on Shinhati to
Doing it
dip
right
more
now.
into that. Now, you could say, oh, Tass, what about going with an offense primary arrow? Because, by the way, the sets I run are offense and health. Um, and so you might say, oh, why not go with an offense or even a health primary for that arrow with strong offense and speed? I wouldn't think you're crazy. That sounds great. That sounds fine. I just went crit avoidance and I've kind of kept it that way ever since. I've got speed, I've got offense, a little bit of potency, and some protection on the secondary because that's what I chose for her circle. You could have health or protection, really, for her circle, but it just worked out for better for me that the circle was protection. So when I was looking for survivability in my secondaries, I tried to pick up more protection. Crit damage triangle. What's really interesting about her is that she has turn meter removal, right? And cooldown increase. I want to say she's one of the only characters in the game. What does she got? Yeah, well, she's got gain 25% turn meter and increase the cooldowns of all enemies by 1. So that's a potency tenacity check. Her second special can stun. That's a potency tenacity check. Her basic can apply crit chance down. Not that that makes a ton of difference, but it says like if Shin has 10 or more stacks of Soldier of Fortune, she inflicts crit chance down on all enemies for 1 turn instead. Yeah, Yeah, I'm cool with that. Oh yeah, and by the way, your basic says if the target enemy was stunned, deal 10% more damage per stack of Soldier of Fortune on Shin Hati, max 100%. So yeah, she can create the stun on the turn prior and take advantage of that. So all that is to say, even though her sets are offense and health, I do actually have a potency primary for her cross, and this is a very special mod. And it takes time to come up with one like this, but it's a potency primary. It's got 23 speed on it, just over 6% offense, and then whatever, like one roll of crit chance or one roll of tenacity. I don't really care, but between that cross and a little bit of potency on secondaries besides, that puts her just at 100% potency, which is no, wait, that's wow. That's with no other potency, right? Oh yeah, 5%. 5% from other mods. Like just another 5%, and that puts her at 100. So I've got pretty good odds on landing my debuffs, my cooldown increase, so on. That's a big piece of her, much more important than whatever that arrow was. Like I said, I have a protection primary circle, and then yeah, that's pretty much the story. So as far as what she looks like, she's 315 speed, 10,120 offense, 93% crit chance, and yeah, there's also a thing. What is it? Marok gains turn meter. So we'll talk about Marok next.
Yeah, I'll pull him up here in a
For
second.
me, sorry.
Yeah, I'll pull him up in here in a second.
Yeah. No worries. Marok can be in either an offense or a crit damage set. I very much like him in a crit damage set, but it's difficult to make him critically strike because he is a special damage dealer. As such, he's got a pretty low natural rate. Let me see what he's got. So mine right now is 61% crit chance. That's with plus 50% added through mods. So that's a two set of crit chance and four crit damage mods. Lots of crit chance secondaries on there. And then if you look at his Soldier of Fortune, somebody's Soldier of Fortune, I have to check. I think maybe it's Shin's, but somebody's Soldier of Fortune is making him have more critical chance depending on his stacks. I'll find it. So the point is that you might even say, wow, 60% isn't enough. And it isn't enough, but he's going to get help with that from somebody else. Let me check this. Yeah, it is on Shin's unique Soldier of Fortune. At the start of each mercenary ally's turn, they gain 5% crit chance and crit damage stacking for each stack of Soldier of Fortune they have until the start of their next turn. So yeah, he's going to start off, especially as the fight goes on, with enough crit chance to ensure that you're going to crit. So why not take the opportunity to have his special go off and potentially critically strike 5 people, right? So yeah, back to the mods themselves. Crit chance, crit damage sets. It's a speed arrow for me. If I had one fast enough, then I would go with like an offense or something. Offense with high speed, or even better, like a health or protection primary with high offense and speed. But anyway, it's speed for me with strong crit chance and offense secondaries on it. It's a crit damage triangle, of course, with high speed, offense, crit chance secondaries. It's an offense primary cross with high speed, offense, crit chance secondary, health circle, high offense, some crit damage, medium amount of speed. You've got diamond is like about 20 speed, offense, crit chance, and square is 22 speed, crit chance and potency, and like one roll of offense. All this adds up to 305 speed, 222% crit damage, right? And then, yeah, 9,561 special offense with the base amount of 60%. So when you consider how many stacks of Soldier of Fortune these guys are going to start out with and then ramp up from, yeah, we're pretty confident that crit's going to happen. So that's the mini guide on that.
Right. I think I'm pretty much. If I can match. The channel. Off it. There's quick.
And there is another note that I want to mention about modding the speed between Shin and Marok. Now, if you're ever posting this team on defense, it doesn't really matter because Shin doesn't play the abilities in the right order, in the way that you'd prefer. But on offense, I like my Shin to go before Marok, right? So it's like Balin goes, he drops his third, which dispels the enemy, potentially stuns them. If not, it removes their turn meter. Sets the stage very well for Shin to come in with her AoE cooldown increase in damage, followed up by Marok's AoE, right? But if you look at Marok, he has, what is it? There's something giving him a little bit of turn meter. Something. Whenever Purge is in his Patience unique, it says whenever Purge is consumed or dispelled on an enemy, this character gains 3% turn meter. It is very likely that any Purge that you have put on, it's going to get dispelled early in the fight, and it can push Marok up ahead of Shin, is what I'm saying. So I made the point of modding him at 305, just for example, and then Shin. So what was it? Hold on. So 305 divided by 0.97, I want to say. Yeah. So Marok gaining 3% turn meter would make him effectively 314 for his first turn. So yeah, Shin's modded to be 315 naturally. So I'm accounting for a 3% turn meter gain and making sure that Shin's still ahead. Otherwise, if you modded Marok, if my Shin's 315 and you mod Marok to be like 310, there are going to be a number of circumstances where he's out ahead of Shin, and I just don't prefer that.
I would get mine faster.
I mean, you don't have to be specifically that fast. The importance of the numbers is just how they are relative to each other. You want to account for a 3% turn meter gain on Marok and ensure that even with that, your Shin would still be faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now, but it's like...
Yeah, the math is speed of Marok divided by 0.97.
Really? Give me one hit. Just a hit.
That's a nice enough mod.
This one needs to put out of material. All right, well, that's the best we can do right now. So,
Sure.
Oh, Monty makes my head hurt.
Oh, it's super fun.
You're a math nerd. All right, I think we did the shoeies. They're ace. Blame Tass since he says, "Why aren't you drinking?" Well, this shit happens. Tass made me drink 4 shoeies. And he got the while I was drinking that nasty grog. All you guys got to have the wonderful knowledge of. So we just did all that remodding. So we still have to take Zuckus and Forlom up, but we'll do that next week just to get stats higher. But we remodded them like Tass does. We did fighters like Tass does. We just did Jin and Merrick like Tass does. We just redid Malikos. So there. See, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Not hard. So keep your questions coming in for our boy Task. I need to go get some more flawless signal data. And by that, I mean, I'm going to try to get signal data, and I'm not going to get a lot of it. Got a lot of relics coming up here. Let's see. We have 32 pull, 16 we hit 50%. Less than that, we got shit on, which is normally the average. But if we get more than 16, we did pretty well. So let's see what happens. 18, we beat the average. Damn it, skewers! I'm so happy right now. Oh, it usually goes not good. All right, we're doing it. Make sure you guys spend your energies. I'm out, y'all. So, sub guy, take care, and guys and girls, and take care. Bonk Master Task. That's right. That's his street name. That's what what them kids call him on them streets.
That's what the ladies call me.
The Bonk Master.
Bonk Master Task. Yeah, yeah, that's right. The whole thing, not just Task, not just Bonk Master.
I don't know if that's the nickname I would want with the ladies. The Bonk Master?
I mean, let's put it this way. If the ladies are calling you any name, but they're saying it with a smile on their face, they could call me anything the fuck they want.
That's true. Well, what if they called you small and inadequate? I don't think that's a nickname you want to run around
Well,
with.
the context is dependent.
Yeah,
You can
sure,
tell the type
sure.
of smile. There's the, oh, there he is smiles versus, oh, it's that guy's smile.
Yes. Or the pat on the head smile.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nah, he likes the Thunderhammer over the Chainsaw. That's true. More of a Rogel Dorn kind of guy than their faction. That's it. So yeah, get your questions. We got Task here. We'll go for a little while longer. As long as Task is willing, I'm more than glad to keep streaming and let him share his knowledge. We just did a bunch of remodding. My brain melted, but we did remod to match Task and everything. I still got to get more speed on Shin Hati, but that's just going to be getting more materials and then taking her up past the speed Narok. But we got their numbers where we want them with the potency, the tenacity, the damage, everything like that. What are you? What is this? Mask Hunter. TB? Get the frick out of here. I'm not doing a TB Omicron.
As far as TB Omicrons go, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would do like all of the GAC and TW ones before I'd look at TB ones. But as far as TB Omicrons go, that one is really good.
But I already beat the Inquisitor mission.
Yeah.
All right, sub guy, have a good day. Stay dry out there. He's working on a fence today, so
Take care, sub guy.
Oh, Taz, so many Relic 7s I still need to do. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might take Zuckas and 4 long up. I mean, I'm saving Flawless Signal data like it's black gold because we got all these characters coming in. So I want to take Darth Vader in Maul to 9 when they come out. No ifs, ands, or
Wow.
But I do want to take Asajj, IG, and Barriss to 7. So
I wouldn't necessarily rush to put like top level stuff on what's his name, the new Darth Vader, because I that's the character I'm most excited about just as a character in itself. But as far as the viability of his team, like it's meant to be the unit that replaces Starkiller in your EP Mara Jade team.
Right.
But is he good enough? Is that team good enough for use anywhere? Offense,
maybe
defense?
Relic 7 to start off with and see how it goes, and then maybe pump those numbers up if it turns out.
Sure. You can always put the Relic on later, right? Can't take it back. So.
Because, well, I've got his hot toy. Can't help it. Ever since I met Hayden, been doing a lot of Darth Vader products. What a night. Him and you were awesome. But I don't think they're going to be at MegaCon. I know Ashley Eckstein. She's there every year. I swear, Desi and Troopers are going to be there for me at MegaCon this year. They're just fangirling again. I'm like, y'all have fun. I, I'm over this shit. Don't you want to meet these guys? Yes, I'd like getting our picture taken. It's a lot of fun, all that stuff. It's great memories, but you
Hmm.
know, it's a lot. Especially when I'm in costume. It's like, please God, I just sit and not move.
Fair.
Because on Friday I'm doing the Mandalorian, Beskar costume. Then I'll do the March for the Mandalorian, and
Mm-hmm.
then Saturday Troopers is going to be Palpatine, and I'm going to be Maul,
Wow.
which will lead to a shit ton of more pictures because people will see every time I'm in costume like that. I get swarmed.
I believe that. I do.
Especially that Beskar costume. Oh my!
Fully do believe.
You know what's funny about that costume is I can't eat or drink while I'm in that costume. I can't lift my arms to a certain point. I can't even come close to getting it to my face. So Desi has to feed and give me shit to drink with a straw because I can't literally lift my arms to a certain point because of the way the armor's designed. It's so
That is.
constructive. Like I can lift up like I'm going to shoot, right? And I can point my gun out
Mm-hmm.
this way, but I can't move my arm at a 45-degree angle to get to my face. But getting fed by Desi is never a bad thing, in my opinion.
Never wrong.
No, I don't feel like I've lost anything
Mm-hmm.
on that. So, have you ever been to a
Mm-hmm.
con task? I know with your family and stuff.
No,
It's
I've never
probably
really been to cons. I mean, it's not that I'd never go. It's that I would go if I made a plan with like a group of friends to go. Like I would
sure.
never go by myself
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
there, like as a video game nerd, there's a whole bunch of interests that I
Oh
have that
God, yes.
are definitely well represented at cons, but cons are like the wrong scene for me. It's without having a group of people to enjoy it with,
Mhm.
I'm just around a whole bunch of noise, a whole bunch of stink because people are nasty,
Yes.
and just a lot more walking and waiting and standing around than enjoying myself. And like for example, for years, like BlizzCon has been something that you could just buy a pass and tune into and watch live. I vastly prefer that to the idea of actually going there and sitting around and waiting for panels and
Sure.
this and that. Like that's not for me.
Well, if you ever want to join us at MegaCon in Orlando, you're more than welcome because we have VIP, so we have like the special rooms and all that stuff, and
Mhm.
then we get in front of the lines and all that stuff. So yeah, if you ever want to come down, would
When
love.
is that?
It's March 19th through the 22nd this year. It's usually February, March, April. They change it, but usually around that time. So
You got a link to it so I could look into it. I mean, I doubt I could follow through it at
no,
this
not
point.
this year. But if you want to, we have a channel in our Discord
It's
system.
something
So
you're doing every year, though.
yeah, we've been doing it for like 5 years.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But if you go to our 2026 MegaCon channel, and if you want specific information, get with Finn or Desi, and they're the ones that get the information out to everybody because we have a lot of people that show up
Gotcha.
for that. You can see
Okay.
previous
That's
pictures like
cool.
me with like Johnny from Cobra Kai and me with Bubba
Yeah,
Fett and all the other stuff there.
yeah, dig that.
But yeah, we've invested into when we're there because we get a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff that you see that we give away at like we do for our charity stuff for the ACS. We get stuff signed or purchased there that we use as auction pieces on the or giveaways on the ACS stuff. I should say a better way,
Hmm.
giveaways for like the random draws that we do for people that have done any kind of donation. They can win stuff. We just did at they gave us some of the stuff away. And it's really good stuff. And we get stuff signed by like comic book artists or like
Nice.
like Ashley Eckstein's signed bobblehead, special unique bobblehead dog. That's something, right? So we'll get in there and we'll get all that stuff signed and then that for our charity stuff. But we learned after the first year, it's a lot more money. And I have to do a lot of streaming
Yeah.
for it. But having that straight cut to the line, go first VIP access, brother, it's so awesome just to now be able to go in front of everybody and like lick my ass. I'm going
Hmm.
first.
I hear you. I'm
But
gonna put up on screen something that you might want to see.
yeah, let me do this. Let me stop sharing.
Sure, sure.
Okay, let me do.
I don't know if my share's already up.
I don't see
No,
it.
it's not.
I
Okay.
had to stop sharing first, so let me. Okay, okay.
You see them?
I do see him. Let me make him bigger. That's what she's. Make that a little bit bigger. There we go. He's bigger on the screen now. There you go.
So I've met all of my guild's asks for relic 10s. This is the current state of Malicos, and you're about to watch him get promoted.
My God, skewers, we're having a full relic 10.
Here we go.
Malicos. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's a bad lad.
Oh.
He's a bad lad.
I love
Let's see what he's got. Yeah, 102,000, 74k prot, 260 speed, crit damage, 13-3.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought you would do better.
Bad. He's a bad boy.
A
Little bit of crit avoidance. No amount of it's bad on somebody who's a priority target. What do we get? A smidge more armor penetration. It's all good.
Make me want to take mine to relic 10 right now.
I mean, this is way lower priority than pretty much. I think there's maybe only 2 relic 10s that the guild asked of me, 2 or 3, that I would not have immediately done myself anyway. So most of these are good for me regardless, but I would do like a whole bunch of them before I would look at Malicos.
But it just...
Yeah, the sex appeal is there. Yeah, he's an absolute beast.
Well, unless he gets one shot by Ben in GAC and you just sit there in stunned silence. Like, why does that happen? You don't know why it happens.
But it is possible. It is possible to just get blown out.
I was like, I didn't get DI. I didn't get nothing. Just straight, no lube. You're just going to kill him.
Wreckage.
I couldn't believe that. I was on that stream, Taz. I'm just sitting there staring at the screen going, what the fuck just happened? Like, I threw rocks. I got all the team in DI, all that stuff. Ben takes a turn. It's like, oh, I guess that's a thing now. God. I know they stack offense with the Kron and stuff, but one-shotting? Can't touch that.
It is a thing.
Oh, you guys saw this first on the stream. Yes.
What are we looking at? Okay, that's not enough to make it worthwhile.
Oh, God, I have to do operations. I forgot about operations. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Everybody,
your business.
Stop what you're doing right now. Get your ass in TB and get your operations done. I'll leave this up while he's working on his Malicos.
Don't get us in trouble with the law. Yeah, if you guys want to talk more about specific character mods and stuff, well, while I've got my screen up here on Ranger's screen, we can look at mine. Otherwise, back to the show.
Leave it up for questions. Oh my God, I got a ton. All right. Start with Lethal. What do I got to give up here? Oh, a lot. Okay. Yeah, I'm the fleet bitch. I give up all my ships. I like to do fleet battles. Kind of hard when you give up all the main capital ships and or important ships for them. Rolo, you're in. There goes my Xanadu. And fleet bitch has arrived. And the Raven's Claw, that's not too bad. Oh, somebody already gave it up. Well, someone didn't follow their instructions. How that happened? The guild puts this out. Just follow what they told you to do. Right. Let's see here. Kessel, Operation 2. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. What Tass has got his screen up. Ray, Ben, Starschmiller. Bye, guys. Then I got to give up Hoth Rebel Soldier and 2%. But she doesn't have this. All right, let's see. Sexy Captain Rick in there, and then 5 we've got, there it is, Profanity, the Fury class interceptor. Yep, there's the other fleet. Okay, well, I'm a bitch. A fleet bitch. And last but not least, we have Dathmeyer. Good, good. I already did platoon at the top of the hour. Well, I forgot. So, oh god, Tass, it's now time for Coliseum. Oh god,
Oh yeah, it's after 2. Yeah.
oh god. If you guys have any questions for Task, get those in. I'm gonna put my screen. Actually, no, you're doing yours. Oh, good. You do yours. I'll do mine, but on screen. Uh,
All right, watch my insane skill.
you gonna put on auto like I do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Are you running Barris or are you running Asajj? You're running Barris and Asajj. Oh, you're not running Maul. Interesting.
Yeah, I just toyed around with it, and
I will do the same thing.
it looks like I'm ending up doing more damage net by not using him right now. He did incredible damage. I thought it was not going to be the case. I thought Maul was the keeper, but I don't know. It seems this is okay.
Okay.
I do have the 5-star level 85. All these characters are era level 85. All including.
And we're doing.
Wow, people are taking it easy on me today. Your mic's muted, by the way.
My mic is muted.
No, now I hear you. Well, I saw your gums flapping over on Twitch, but then I
yeah,
didn't hear any.
Well, I just set a new record with this team, so that's nice.
Woo! Party down.
I'll try not to spend those 25 extra tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey. There we go. Record. Oh, I'm sorry. 50 tokens that I just got. Wow.
Yay!
Yay, we did it. Yay. Oh, look, I'm number one again. I haven't really cared because I'm like top 3. It's like, it doesn't matter because a thousand's a thousand. So I just do a battle or two, make sure. I'll check the next day. As long as I'm top 10, I don't.
Sure.
Be nice. We had a little bit more stuff in there, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I haven't done the 85. So I've got Choda at 85, but I ran out of golden balls. But with the Vader event, I'll be able to take everybody to 85 and then
Nice.
finish everything. So right. Recalibrating my plan here. So we want to get Maul to relic. It's relic. Yes. All right, you dills niches. I've got me fellow commander of their party fleet here, the court jester of the Sweven Sea. It's Tasnix Gaming. Yarrrr. If you be watching on YouTube and our Twitch, get your goddamn questions in before I make you walk the plank. It's not often we have the best player in GHD on the channel answering your questions about modding characters and boots. Oh, speak of the devil, there it is. Yarrrr! Owie has a question for you. Question, I'm hearing from some that you're able to get the max T8 box multiple times every run you score max. Is that true? Because that would be an extra 1250 error tokens every 5 runs. I have not.
You're saying that you get more rewards the more attempts that you put in? No, I don't think so. It's keeping the best single score and then you get paid out once. You see that if you achieve further in whatever, the day's Coliseum boss is, you'll earn an extra one-time reward like this.
Yeah.
the stuff on the left. But otherwise, as far as I know, no, it's just the one award. And you saw me a couple minutes ago click over here, right? It
Yeah.
said I got 1,000 currency because I finished rank 3 or 4, whatever it was. That's always how it appears. Not more, not less.
Yeah. Every time my guildmate is hitting the T8 max box, they're getting 250 error currency. So the max box, when they beat the max box, they get 250 every.
Oh, I see. I mean, if that's the case, then they're just doing something that I haven't
Oh,
achieved
so
yet.
you're saying the reward crate, if you get it every time, then you get an additional 250.
Yeah, which is dope if
Oh,
true. Dope if true. But
hmm.
I haven't gotten that far yet, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither. So, okay, I see what you're saying.
That doesn't, gosh, how is it that they are doing that?
They're
Because you
high
can't really
level.
be.
I had a guy come in the other day, his characters were like 90, 95, whatever, and they're averaging 3.6 million
Okay, well there it
on the,
is.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're like
All
what,
right, there you
relic
go.
5 at that point, right?
Wow,
Equivalent to
pretty
the
impressive.
arrow level. Yeah. So, I mean, I mean that's nice, but it's not something I want to spend and or try for. As long as I'm getting the 1,000 servitudes, as long as I'm getting that relic 10 a week, I don't care. Or the 10 every week, that's all I care about. Maybe I'm dumb, but that wouldn't be the first time that brain damage has occurred on this stream from yours truly. So yeah, so just as a friendly reminder, if you are spending and you can get, then you do get a little bit of a little taste, a little extra goodies. I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you, Ali. They got 3,500 error currency from it because they refreshed it twice. So 15 runs, 2,500 error plus top 10 reward. They got 3,500 just today, which is nuts, right? I mean, if you've spent the money, right? Did you stop seeing your screen task?
Yeah, I just turned it off. Somebody's asking me. I can always turn it back on if
Yeah, if you
there's.
need to, let me shrink
Sure,
task
sure
down.
thing.
Let's like a tiny task here. Awesome. I wonder. I mean, if that's reward and you're getting the reward, I don't have any problem with it. I mean, if someone's made that kind of investment and they're getting that kind of score and that's the results, it's what they deserve. I mean, again, it's always been if you spend money in this game, the rewards, you just get better stuff and you get it sooner. Like when someone said, "Would you spend to get Relic 10 currency? Is that good?" I'm like, "Yeah." If it depends on the value. If you are in Kyber 1 or Kyber 2, and you're gonna have to keep up with stuff. If you want to spend a little bit to get your characters at a certain level, not go ham, but if you want just so you can be in the top 10 or top 30, so you're getting at least like 500, right? So you're getting those servos, start building up your Relic 10, cachet or working on Relic 10 characters. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Now, getting characters to 85, that's a difference. But like, yeah, if you're really focused on Relic 10s and stuff and can spend a little bit to get your characters to your top 10, yeah, do it. Because Relic 10 material is Relic 10 material. You can only get it two places. You got the one set that you got to use your raid currency on, the purple teardrop things, and then the servos are based on your rank and yeah, I mean, that seems far better than the Relic 10 packs, just my opinion. No, they are much better than the Relic 10 packs. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, that seems far better than Relic 10 packs, just my option. If someone's doing pure Relic 10 packs rather than up in Coliseum performance, just. I think if you're going to, and I think Tass will agree with me, unless you're Karth, and you don't give a shit, right? I think if you just improve your Coliseum Impatient, you're going to get a lot of rewards in Relic 10 material. I think that's smaller investment there, although it's still pricey. It's better than, I don't know, $100. I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck with $100 in the era than spending it on just Relic 10 materials.
Relic 10 is really old. It's meant to be the next progression area for end game accounts that have a whole lot of characters already at Relic 9 and stuff like that. Like the characters who really make significant gains for any player on Relic 10, there's maybe like 5, 6, and then the gains start to become pretty marginal. I'm going pretty gung ho for them because any little advantage matters at this level, and there's nothing else for me to go for. So, for the average player, absolutely, just getting however high you can in Coliseum, free to play. You'll end up getting a Relic 10 every, every few months, every, 3 or so months.
Yeah. So
And enjoy it, sink it on, because you'll see for yourself that maybe the first few that you put on will make a big difference because it'll be GLs or GL adjacent characters for specific reasons. But outside of that, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Don't stress it. I definitely agree with you, Ranger, that if I had to pick something to actually put dollars towards, I'd try to get as far as I felt comfortable in the era.
yeah. Plus, if you're going to make an investment in the characters like you and I are going to get the new legendary, especially as content creators, it just makes more sense to do it that way. I mean, I can be patient, get my Relic 10 material, get a Relic, every 10 every week, let it build up. I've already done 3 Relic 10s. I've got more sitting there that I could do. Kind of want to see what we're going to get this next era with. Like where they're going is going to be a legend. I think it's going to be another legendary character because I don't think we're going to get a GL till the fall, like end of summer toward fall. We'll get something along those lines. Have a sneaky suspicion there, Taz. We may have a few Relic 10s on that requirement for that next GL. So I've been kind of telling people if you want to do some initially, there's a few that you can do Relic 10 on if you want to, especially for your higher level. But you should probably start getting a little nest egg of Relic 10 material because like last couple, like they've had like 3 Relic 9s, something along those lines. I think it's going to be like 2, 3 Relic 10s easily. So you're going to have to, I'd rather have it and be ready than scrambling at the last minutes, having to go pony up to get Relic 10s because you want that GL right off the bat, you're going to have to be prepared for it. So,
Yep.
Ugh. All right, we'll go a few more minutes here. Make sure you guys are following Tasnic Gaming. I do. I don't know why you guys don't. Join his Discord. I'm in there. You should be too. Now, just be aware. You join it. So conversations can be a little crazy, but you gotta have no. That's all in fun. Because Dagger says crazy shit.
It's only the patron chat that's
is that the only one? Okay, I thought that was just.
place.
Oh, you know what? You're right because I forgot that that's just Patreon chat. Okay,
It's true.
So if you do become a patron, which you should, for me to ask, then just know, you will walk into some crazy shit.
He's not lying to you.
Walk in there every time. It's just like the crazy shit. Like, what did he say?
Mm-hmm.
Are you joining your Patreon after this?
Yeah, I'll jump into my Discord after
I'll
this.
come join you. I gotta go get some food heated up and use the bathroom. And we can go a few more minutes so we can go hang out in your chat. It's the least I can.
No worries.
Least I can do. But yeah, make sure you're following Taxnix Game. He's got some great videos. There's a lot of great content creators out there, but well, Taz, I just want to let you know before we get out of here, I've continued the streak of 10 years plus of every marquee character. I've only gotten one pull of 15 only, nothing higher. The streak is alive. I've gotten every new character in this game since it's come.
Yeah, well, the only reason I have all these characters at 85 and everything is because on Barris here, the Inquisitor Barris, I got my first 330 pull since Darth Nihilus, dude.
Well, you're 2 up on me. I've never got above 15.
Yeah, you know what? There's different kinds of luck, right? There's the kind of luck where you can win $1 million on a scratch off, or there's the kind of luck where you don't get hit by a bus crossing the street, something like that. Like maybe I get the luck where that works out for me, but I've never gotten a 30 speed mod, for example.
Oh, I'm the same way.
It's
another unicorn I'm chasing right now. So, you've gotten 2. And I'm not even being greedy about this task. I'm like, just give me like an 80. 140, whatever, right? Give me a 140, whatever, right? I'll take it. Like, I'll take a 50. Just give me 50. Nothing. 15.
50.
And then a bunch of 5s and 7s, dude. 10 plus years, bro. Freak is alive. You would think mathematically at this point I would have hit something higher. No. But then again, I roll mods religiously, but I don't know what it is. When I'm on stream and I'm rolling, the Illuminati, man, it's a thing. They exist. Well, we know it exists because Crumb was been on my channel many times. It said that they do have a dial for me to make me suffer. But
Very
I thought,
nice.
well, that's never going to stop me from yelling it. They got to get raged on. I'm the man that rages.
Fair.
I want it to hurt. There's more sensible content creators. I'm not that. All right, final call. We're going to do some questions, and then if you want to come join us, you have to be a Patreon or task, but you can come join us there. Can't wait to see what the conversation dulls into today.
Devolve.
The one was the shower in the window. Jagger that one time. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about, man?
It's really like any other day there.
What?
Just is what it is, man.
So yeah, final call. You got a couple minutes. If you want to pick Tass's brains, we'll go over a little while longer. If not, I'm going to let this fine gentleman go to his Discord, and I'm going to join him. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, do all that stuff. Yeah. Because there's nothing going on in the game right now. I'm in farm mode. I'm not doing any more conquests at the moment. I'm just going to be simming with my crystals and Datacron materials to finish up my Datacron. And then next week I'll finish up Conquest because I'm already in Sector 5, but I just blitzed to Sector 4 and just started farming the shit out of Sector 4. It's the only way to survive in Kyber 1. A lot of monsters up there. I swear to Christ, if I ever in my lane be, like I am, because I'm always between 37 and 39. Like I get squished down to 37, then I climb back up to 39. If I see Carthan there one more time, I'm going to kill that man. Once was enough, but if I catch him there again, you could quit being lazy. Do some goddamn fights, damn it. Why don't you go back up to the top couple hundred where you belong, young man? All right, final call for questions. And thanks to Ace for, thank you guys for the subs today. Thanks for Ace for the shoeies. The grog. And then tomorrow I'll stream for you guys. We'll have fun. And then we'll have, I don't know what we'll do with Scribe tomorrow. As I go higher register. But
I'm Ron Burgundy.
That escalated fast. I killed the man with my trident. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. But yeah, we'll do some kind of games, fun things tomorrow with good old scribbles, and we'll do our normal stuff. And then Saturday, we'll do Jedi Academy. We'll get Dungeons and Dragons in Saturday as well and have fun. So we had a lot of fun streams. All right, kids. Well, I'm not seeing any more streams, so you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thirsty Thursday. I'm going to go hang out with Task, and then you can come join us, only if you're a patron. But with that, any final words, Task?
No, thank you so much for having me. It was always fun.
You're always welcome here anytime. And now that I pinned the damn Zoom call for you, you can't ever not have it.
Fair enough. Appreciate it.
It's fantastic. All right, you guys have a great rest of your Thirsty Thursday. Love you guys.